We said capacitors are similar to batteries. They hold a charge, but there is no flow. How do you discharge a capacitor? Two ways. Either you touch him with a screwdriver, insulate a screwdriver, and you see a spark. I don't recommend that method because you don't know what's around the house. And the spark is very hot and very strong that can ignite something. The other way is you touch it with a 1 kilo ohm or 2 kilo ohm resistors and leave it there for 3 seconds and you'll see no spark. They're used to start up the motor. They can be used to transform AC to DC in electronic transformer. Probably your phone charger has a capacitor in it. How does it do that? I will show you. It's going to be deeply scientific, but it's very interesting. But you can change AC to DC using a capacitor. The capacity is measured in farads, and it's usually printed on it with voltage, and there's farads. Zone valves. I pass one around. It's what it looks like. Small solenoid opening and closing a stem, and they are used to control the flow going into the pipe. So, where are zone valve used? For like solenoid valves, for water, hot water lines, oil lines. Your burner has a solenoid in it to open and close the oil line. Your gas line has a solenoid in it to open and close a line. Carlos, put the phone up. Right away. And we use them a lot. They are very frustrating to know if it's open or closed because you don't hear it. It's very small, so it's very difficult to know if they're on or off. One way to test the zone valve, if it's on or off, actually if it's running, is to put a compass on it. Put a compass, you energize it. If it turns on, if the compass moves, means it magnetized. If it did not, it means not energized. So we'll do that in the lab and look at it. This is a very old-fashioned test lamp, test for voltage. You do not need that anymore. There are better equipment now, test for voltage. But this does the job. So what you do is you hook up one of those things to the ground, and you touch the equipment and see if it lights up or not. If it lights up, there's voltage. If not, there's no voltage. Voltmeter. It measures voltage, and some of them are very basic, and some of them have more functions. There are a lot of the new ones now. They have many functions and very inexpensive. The price of the multimeter depends on the functions and the reliability and the accuracy. For our field, we do not need a lot of accuracy. You just want to your voltage is 324 and 250. That's enough. Usually, most multimeter they give you up to 600 volts, back and forth, and you can measure resistance with it, AC and DC. And it's worth to invest in something really good quality. For now, you can get something for $50 that is really functional. If you go to a company, probably they want you to use their own equipment, and they do something for calibration. So, and it's very frustrating to go into the field and you do not have, it's not working. So usually, we want to have backup and some batteries really. How do we measure amperage? Does the system have to be on or off? Who says on? System has to be on. What equipment do you use to measure the amperage? Yes, thank you. Thank you. I can tell you happy man now.
And you put it around 1, right?
Yes. We repeated that a lot. Clip-on meter, 1 wire. You use this little thing, you clip it on 1 wire, and you measure the amperage while the equipment is on. If the amperage is too small, you don't see it, it's not steady, what do you do?
Wrap it.
You wrap it, and you divide whatever you get over the number of loops.
When you say wrap it, what do you mean? Because I remember
You
last
take-
semester I did.
Yeah, you take the wire and you coil it around one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ohm meter is for resistance. It's very, where did we use that ohm meter? Resistance for what? We tested the transformer with it, right? We tested the coil. We tested also the motors with it. We test the winding of the motor. So you test the resistance we're using an ohm meter. You can test also continuity with the ohm meter, right? You know the wire is broken or not. One end to another end should give you something. This is how you test the ohm meter. Ohm meter always have to have a battery in it because it does send voltage. Try to trace the voltage that you get back. Okay. What else? If you have a 0, it's either a short circuit or there's an open circuit. The old one will give you infinity instead of a 0, but now we have 0. 0 means either there's a short circuit or there is no connection at all. It's an open circuit. What if we get a reading, but it does not seem like the reading that we have? That's when you go and use your adding resistance in series and parallel, so you can know. I highly doubt you will do that unless you go into electronics, and if you do, probably you get some kind of training. But you have to calculate the total resistance of the system to know what you're supposed to get, and if it's less, you can go on pinpoint which equipment is bad. But at least you know how to put your resistance, and you know how these pins have to hold correctly. You don't want to touch them with your finger because your finger has also resistance, can disrupt the reading. So make sure you touch it firmly, and the terminal is exposed, and there's some connection. We did that before, and we saw kind of frustrating if the number goes up and down, and you want to make sure it's pinned down so you can get the right reading. Some symbols for electronics. I don't think we will need to know all of these, but ground, resistor, battery, this is very common. Contactor, we know this one. Capacitor. I think that the capacitor comes with an arch. What else? Fuse, that's a common one.
Right.
Yeah.
The contact and the relay is the same side?
Sometimes, but capacitor is.
No, I'm not talking capacitor, I'm talking about contact and
Yeah.
the relay.
So when you look at the contactor, it goes like that, and there's a coil next to it.
It is a contact?
Yeah. So these are the contact, and this is the magnet, the coil. So the coil will pull in. So if you see that, that's going to be just contacts. Capacitor looks like that. No, other way around. Usually there's always a legend that you can see next to it. Another thing, unit conversion. I highly doubt you will need to know that, but keep that in reference, at least you know where it is. There's an app called Conversion on your phone that converts anything you want. So, who doesn't have a smartphone here? I'll believe it because I just get my smartphone 2 years ago. It changed my life. So, take advantage of that. Your phone has a compass in it. It has a multimeter. No, it doesn't. It can measure, some of them can measure temperature. It can do a lot of things. It has a flashlight. Has a barometer.
Scale.
And there's a lot of things you can attachment you can buy. You can attach your phone. Yeah, for the balance. So get an app and see what is the conversion between metric and imperial. I think the industry is trying to move slowly into metric, but it's not happening anytime soon. But I know the car industry is completely metric now. Detroit is completely metric. Anybody disagree with that? Somebody told me that, so I want to verify. But all the new cars after 2000, American cars, are in metric.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't really need to know all that memorized and stuff like that?
No.
Then why, like, I'm thinking about the I gotta be learning about this stuff.
No, it's to know where they are. So if you were stuck somewhere, you know you see it somewhere. It's in you can have it in your phone. Nobody will remember all this. I don't remember all this. Nobody will.
So,
And you guys are lucky that you came at a time when there's internet everywhere, smartphones. You know how easier life is with a smartphone? You can Google things.
you can get that.
Yeah, so this is the age of glory, man. This is the age of glory. You can find information right away in your phone.
I wonder why they're going into metric.
Huh?
Why is everything going into metric?
Because the whole world is metric.
It's a lot easier.
The whole world is metric. It makes sense. Like, explain to me why 1 pound is 16 ounces. What is the relationship? And one foot is 12 inches. And how many miles in a foot? How many foot in a mile? It just very like abrupt. Meanwhile, the metric system is all decimal. Yeah, 1 centimeter is 100 meter is a kilometer, so it's like very consistent. So yeah. Okay, if you look at the ranges, man, it's very confusing. It's go by the 1/8 of an inch. So 5/16. It's very confusing, man. Meanwhile, you go with the millimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 millimeters.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Actually, they were thinking, Napoleon was thinking of making the month 4 weeks, and every week's 10 days. Go decimal, 3 days weekly. Didn't take them, but I wish it did happen. Conversion for heat. If you work with Viessmann or Buderus or one of the European boilers, you're gonna see a lot of joules. You're not gonna see BTUs. So there are a lot of joules. This is the conversion of joule and BTU. These things you will need a little bit. 1 gallon of water weighs 8.3 pounds. Size of 1 foot of water weight. Conversion between degrees and Celsius, between Celsius and Fahrenheit. And these things are important to from here to here. Actually, to here, you'll need that. Micro is 1 of a million. Milli, 1 of 1,000. I don't think you'll see these. And kilo is 1,000 multiplied by 1,000. Mega multiplied by a million. And giga is multiplied by a billion. So you'll see that. So probably these are important because you'll see sometimes in your multimeter these symbols, micro, milli, and probably this macro and milli. That's mostly what you see. I don't think you'll see any nano at all. And these are the symbols for it.
Can you go back 1 slide and one second?
Yeah.
Please?
This one? Okay. So the first thing I'll have you to do in the lab today is wire a control, HONEYWELL control. We'll do it in pairs this time. So 2 of you will wire 1 control. What do we see here? The first time I look at this schematic, it looks like overload. What is this? But if you think about it, if I cover all this, I do not need to know what's in here. I have the TT terminal, which goes where? Thermostat. FF terminal, CAT CLI, which is the sensor. Coming out, we have black wire, which is power, coming from the junction box. Makes sense. Orange usually goes to the motor. This is a junction box. We have limited also coming from the hot. White is neutral, and you need to have a neutral for each one of those components. I'm not going to talk about this a lot because I can talk about it and I'm blue in the face or purple in the face, and you have to see it. So we'll do that today for the lab, and it should be a lot of fun. Okay, here, can we pause? So